आत्ता आपल्यासोबत आहेत अरुण फिरोदिया सर. आपण त्यांच्याशी आता चर्चा करणार आहोत. त्यांचा जीवन प्रवास जो आहे त्याविषयीचं एक पुस्तक लॉन्च झालेलं आहे. आपण त्यांच्याशी चर्चा करतोय. सर, काय सांगाल आपल्या या जीवन प्रवासाविषयी? आज हे पुस्तक लॉन्च होते.
हे पुस्तक म्हणजे आम्ही जे काय थोडाफार प्रयत्न केला त्याचं एक पावती आहे. बाकी आणि तरुण पिढीने आपलं काय घ्यावा विचार, हे हा आमचा एफर्ट आहे.
पण आताच्या ह्या तरुण पिढीला या माध्यमातून आपण काय मेसेज देऊ इच्छिता?
आपल्या तरुण पिढीला फॉरेनचं जे आकर्षण आहे ते सोडा. प्रत्येक म्हणतो मला अमेरिकेत जायचं, ट्रम्पने बंद केलं. काय 140 कोटीचं मार्केट इंडियात असतं, म्हटलं का आता इंडियाचं मार्केट आता खूप वाढलेलं आहे. सगळ्या गोष्टी त्याला गरज आहे, त्याचा फायदा घ्या. परत आता खर्च राहिलेला नाही. पूर्वी होता ॲग्री, आता काय खर्च आहे? तुम्ही जे कराल ते तुम्हाला यश निश्चित आहे. जे कराल.
पहिल्यांदा जेव्हा लिहिलं तेव्हा अरुण फिरोदिया सरांनीच मला ती ऑपॉर्च्युनिटी दिली होती. तेव्हा मला श्री HKN-बरोबर बराच वेळ मिळाला ते पुस्तक लिहिण्याच्या आधी, आणि ते माझ्यासाठी खूप खूप स्पेशल आहे. ही गेव मी दी ऑपॉर्च्युनिटी, त्यामुळे ते मी कधीच विसरू शकत नाही. खूप शिकले त्या दरम्यान त्यांच्याबरोबर. आणि ही जेव्हा ऑपॉर्च्युनिटी आली आणि अजिंक्यनी वगैरे विचारलं मला की तुम्ही लिहिणार का, कारण त्यांना ते आधीचं पुस्तक खूप आवडलेलं आहे, दोन्ही पुस्तकं आवडलेली आहेत, तर तुम्ही लिहिलं तर खूप छान होईल. तर आनंदच झाला अर्थात मला. विथ मिस्टर अरुण फिरोदिया मी बरेच महिने मी त्यांच्याशी जनरल कॉन्व्हर्सेशन साधत होते. म्हणजे क्वेश्चनेअर फॉर्मॅट किंवा हे प्रश्न, हे उत्तर, हा प्रोजेक्ट असं नव्हतं. सहज बोला, सहज मी ऐकीन आणि त्याच्यातनं मी स्टोरी क्रिएट करेन. हाच माझा प्रोसेस होता. आणि बऱ्याच गोष्टी पुस्तकात नाही आहेत, बऱ्याच गोष्टी आलेल्या आहेत, पण काही इनोव्हेशन्सबद्दल असतील, काही नसतील. बट आय वेंट अहेड अँड लिसन टू एव्हरीथिंग, आणि त्याच्यातनं निर्माण झालं. मग तो फ्लो एक बसत गेला.
We all know Mr. Arun Firodia, and so obviously there are very many episodes in this book, narratives of different innovations done by Mr. Firodia. But one thing that you will all agree, because we have all interacted with Arun, is the unique nature of Sri Arun Firodia. At least many conversations, or for that matter, whenever there has been a conversation with him, I found he talking about whatever subject that comes for discussion or whatever we see around, and gets into an analysis of the problem, and also you will get at least some glimpse of how he thinks of that problem and what's the solution to that problem. So seems to me that innovation is in blood. Mr. Firodia's blood, or is deeply embedded in his thinking. I think I came to know him only after I got Firodia Award, and afterwards I became a part of the one of the juries for Firodia. So I came, not most of the time, but sometimes I did come and participate. And then, of course, when some of the committees were together, used to meet once or twice at IIT Bombay. Once we traveled together to Rahuri. So there are several opportunities to kind of know Shri Arun Firodia as a man. But frankly, I agree with you, Ajinkya. I don't have the answer. So it's a privilege and pleasure to be here for the release of this remarkable book, which research and development the way ahead. The title is most appropriate. In most organizations, R&D denotes department of R&D. In Arun Firodia's life, R&D is not a department, it's a disposition. It's a way of thinking. It's a way of questioning. And Arun, it has been a way of living for you. As long as I have known you, I have seen that. Professor Samir Brahmachari, the former DG of CSIR, has written a preface. It's a very good preface, by the way. I liked it. And he has said something with which I disagree. He said that this book should not be read in one sitting. One should pause after every story, reflect upon it, absorb its message, and only then proceed further. You say, what's wrong with it? He's right, isn't it? I'm afraid I did not follow his advice. Because I read the entire book in one sitting. Because it is simply, if I can coin the word, unputdownable. खरंच विजय एकदा वाचायला सुरुवात केली की शेवटपर्यंत आणि तारा आय मस्ट गिव्ह द क्रेडिट इट्स अ वंडरफुल स्टोरी टेलिंग यू नो द नॅरेटिव्ह इज सुपर ॲब्सोल्युटली सुपर each story leads irresistibly to the next. Together, they reveal the anatomy of an extraordinary innovator, the curiosity, creativity, and openness, his ability to observe the ordinary and discover the extraordinary, his courage to challenge accepted wisdom, and equally importantly, his pragmatism in recognizing the realities of the market. So this is something which is extraordinary. I would say it's a masterclass in innovation, this particular book. I've had the privilege of being associated, as you said rightly, with Arun for more than a quarter of a century through H.K. Firodia Awards for Excellence in Science and Technology. That long association has allowed me to see Arun not only as a highly successful innovator and entrepreneur, but also as an exceptional promoter of science, technology, and innovation. And through these awards, he has honored excellence, encouraged audacity, and inspired generations of scientists and technologists. To me, his leadership, and Anil, you talked about it, is very special. And his book brings Arun's philosophy live through a wonderful range of stories. From Kinetic Luna to Kinetic Honda to the Merlin television, from efforts to drill more effectively and store water to the development of a tabletop dishwasher and even an instant cooking machine. His mind seems to have been permanently occupied by one question: why must things remain the way they are? That's the question from which all innovations begin. But Arun, you never stop at why. You immediately proceed to ask why not. And then to the most demanding question of how can we make it happen? Curiosity asks the first question, creativity asks the second, and innovation answers the third. And you moved from one to the other. Among all these stories, the story of Luna touched me most deeply because the Luna was part of my own life. got the book from Jayashree Tai 4 days ago and read it end to end, as you can just imagine. And yesterday night,
pride for me to stand here today and launch of Mr. R&D as a publisher. It is a privilege to bring this remarkable book to readers. I still remember our meetings while working on innovations on two wheels. Each discussion left me inspired and motivated, and those lessons became foundation of my journey in publishing. This is what I felt. I feel truly blessed to have a mentor like Firodia sir in my life. So every time when I used to come out of the meeting, I was always charged. And we don't meet every day. We used to meet weekly on 15 days. And the entire week was fully charged with a lot of ideas generating to it. This book is not just about ideas. It is a guide. Just as Eklavya learned observing Dronacharya, here we have an opportunity to learn by his his words, reading by his words. Mr. R&D takes us into future life in 2046. The first chapter itself says how 2046 would be, while also offering insights into innovation and work-life balance. When I say work-life balance, every weekend sir used to find time to have a meeting with all the children over there on dining table and other and all discussions. This is again part of it. So I always call it as, a parenting mantra also for every professionals. Being so busy, he always took time and always started, discussed with them. And along with ma'am also. Ma'am was also a part of the entire journey. It was mentioned. Right? At the end of every chapter, what is very important is there is a quote which is written by him. So every quote is an original quote written by him. And one that, attracts me is innovation is a key to future. Young minds must be challenged to be curious, ask questions and observe. That is the key to innovation. So that is one quote out of the multiple chapters. You will see those when you read this book. This book is filled with practical wisdom from pricing strategies that balance profits with accessibility to creative outreach ideas that connect products with people. That is what I like the most out of it, to reach to masses. The ideas that I have taken now also, if you tell me to talk for half an hour on innovation on two wheels, I can still talk. But few things that I took was the first man of the match award, which I still feel was given over here. That is the one thing that reached to masses because that was finals. Then a live demo. This was very interesting because a live demo of two wheelers, two kitty groups, the ladies kitty groups, and that's how they hired ladies to
his ideas were put to real realization. For example, if we talk of well advanced head-up displays, the augmented reality head-up display, which Dr. Mashelkar also know very well, for multiple fighter aircraft platforms. He forced us to multiply that technology to multiple platforms. And in fact, I am very happy to share that we earn a royalty of 10 crores per year from that product. Plus taking lead from your advices, we also earn almost 40% of our budget from government through industry projects. So that also we have improved. Now moving further, he also encourages us to develop battery hand gesture and face gesture battery powered vehicles, which we put to use in the corona times in the premier institute like PGI, Government Medical College and Hospital for dispensing medicines, for interaction of patients with the doctor, for dispensing food and etc. Plus, we made cooking robots which are working in Gurudwaras in SAS Nagar. Then we also, by his inspiration, we developed joints from titanium, which are again being customized for patients which are treated by PGI Chandigarh on affordable cost basis. He also encouraged us to develop electronic tongue and electronic nose. You all will be aware that the official coffee tasters and tea tasters, they are paid very heavily. So we developed sensors, the digital sensors, digital nose, digital tongue, to quantify our tea, coffee, beverages, even to identify the explosives.
Respected Dr. Mashelkar sir, Dr. Kakodkar sir, dignitaries on and off the dais, I have the pleasant task of offering vote of thanks today. On behalf of our family, I extend our deepest gratitude to Dr. Mashelkar sir, Doyen of Indian Scientists, for presiding over today's function. My sincere thanks to Dr. Kakodkar sir, a great achiever in the contest. In this contest, I would like to say that look, we are seeing what Iran is trying such a great difficulty to progress in their nuclear field, and our brilliant Dr. Kakodkar, he achieved it for India, making our country powerful by the Pokhran 2 mission Shakti without any controversy ever. So I thank you for coming all the way from Mumbai to Pune for unveiling of the book, and thanks very much. Thank you, my dear husband, for your dedication and sharing your thoughts and knowledge with the world through this book. I'm proud to walk the journey with you. Actually, he has so many ideas that at home when there is any problem, he has an idea and it brings pride in my hand. But if I allow him to execute, usually it's successful. Also, our pair of a doctor and engineer is really good because I understand only half of what he says and he understands half of I say. So thank you again. I'm sure it will guide the young minds to achieve more things in life. Special thank you to Srimati Tara Dodihal, the writer of this book. We are deeply indebted to her for making the book comprehensive and very readable, and also laying it very attractively. My heartfelt thank you to Dr. Sri Prakash Soni and his team for printing the book very nicely, taking great personal interest and bringing it to the readers on time. We are grateful to MCCI for graciously providing this hall for the